Hello, welcome to another episode of Indigenous Survival. I am your host, Jeff Soaring Hawk Gibson. If you notice, I have nothing around me, just a fire in the back. I'd like to give my condolences to the family of the young man who lost his life during a blizzard. He had a YouTube channel. His name was Storm. I do not remember the name of his channel, where he died in a blizzard in the Lapland. My condolences to his family. There's been several other people who do the same as I do, also doing the same thing, saying, giving their family condolences. I want to start out real fast by saying, you can't gain all your knowledge from YouTube. Even though this is a YouTube channel, I do pretty much the same thing he does. But from what I've understood, from the limited amount of info that's out there, that he really didn't have any friends. He was what they said, he stayed alone all the time. He found that doing these videos was his way of getting, I don't know, being normal, I guess. I don't know what else to call it. But, that was being outside was his love, and it's my love too. But you can't gain all your knowledge from YouTube. And I'm glad to see he went outside and he was doing all this. But I'll be honest with you, he did a video call to one of his friends and said how the snow was coming down real hard, and they showed a little bit of that on one of the news channel things, that he should have turned around and said, okay, I can't sit here and do this. Look at this blizzard coming down. He even sent a text to his grandmother and said, it's coming down even harder, but I'll be fine. You know me. They found him a mile away from he walked in a mile from his vehicle, and they found him not near his tent. They found him away from it. And they didn't say which way, but they said when they found him, he had his backpack, and the only things in his backpack was a sleeping bag and a toothbrush. Everything else they found at his tent. To me, that sounds like hypothermia set in, because when you become hypothermic, you start not thinking at all clearly, and also you get warm for some odd reason. Your body feels warm. It's so cold that it's actually now warm. Sometimes it's even hot. There has been people found that's hypothermic that's been stripped down to their underwear because they felt so hot that they had to get cool. And honestly, it was reverse. It was happening. They were on the verge of death. But since they didn't say where they exactly found him from his tent, I don't know if that meant if he was going away from it in the opposite direction, if he was heading back to his car. I don't know. Just the limited information that they allowed out. But, he should have, and I'm not blaming him at all. People make mistakes all the time. But what he should have done was, when he realized, me personally, if I'm trying to shoot a video in the middle of a storm, or when it looks like it's supposed to be just light flurries, that would be fine. As it's coming down heavier and heavier and heavier, as a person who lived through the blizzard of '78 here in Indianapolis, they said flurries too, and it turned out to be one of the worst snowstorms in history. Cars got stranded on the interstate under, feet of snow, several feet of snow. So me personally, I might have tried to start a video as it's coming down. Snow's nice, makes a nice backdrop. But as it's coming down heavier and heavier, and I'm actually bothering to call a friend of mine saying, look, a video call and saying, look how bad it's coming down. He should have said, I'm stopping this video, cutting it short, and heading back to my car and heading home. The weather's too bad. So when you do these stuff, when you do videos like I do and these other people do, just remember, one, you can't gain everything. I do things from, or I read a lot of books on this, on everything I plan on doing. Books that sometimes date back to the 50s. Practice stuff before you try to go out. Secondly, is use a little common sense. If the weather is getting bad, it's time to head back to your safety of your vehicle and drive home. It's not worth it. Just because you watch these YouTube channels, and you say, hey, I could do that. Well, that's good. You know, practice some of the stuff. I do all the time. On my videos, if you watch my channel, yep, I do the same things. But also, here, just for the past 2 weeks, we've had subarctic temperatures, 25, 30 degrees below zero. I don't go outside. I'm not going to shoot a video in 30 degrees below zero. I'm not doing it. When I shoot videos out here, I have a fire going so I can at least stay warm. So if it's hot, if it's way too hot, I don't go out and shoot a video. It's way too hot. It's 110 degrees. I'm not doing it. So you have to use a little common sense. And don't make the same mistakes. So, again, my condolences go out to his family. And, some people said at least he died doing what he loved to do. And, not many people get that chance. Personally, I want to die when I'm 100 years old. But, so, into all this, please watch, like, and share, and subscribe to my channel. And check out my videos. Be safe.